What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Wanted to talk about a topic that came to mind last night while I was relaxing in the hot tub. Now, I would have filmed the video there, but I was with my family. It was craziness, and we were just kind of having fun. So I figured I'd wait till I had some time to talk about this with you guys, and that is, have we peaked? Smash JT. Life seems pretty good. You know, I can't complain. I've been fortunate and blessed and have everything I could have ever wanted personally in my life. But that doesn't stop me from wanting more. I feel like that's part of my personality. I always want more. Not that I think that's a bad thing. I think everyone should always want more. It's something that you have, like, internal drive. It's what pushes you. It's what motivates you. It's what scares away the depression in your life, is always pushing for more and more and more. But sometimes you got to take a step back and be like, hold up. Things are pretty good. I was watching, like I said, I was in the hot tub watching the Red Sox Mariners game with my family and on the TV. And I was like, man, the quality and clarity on these TVs, this TV's like 7 years old, but you know what? It does the job. It's fine. I think it's whatever was before the HD, but it's still high quality. But now we have HD TVs, 4K TVs, you know, all that fancy stuff. And it's good. Like, I have a couple of those in my house, and the quality is amazing. And I love it. It's great. But I guess being motivated and driven had me asking questions like, what's next? A lot of people thought it was like Ready Player One virtual reality type stuff, which maybe. But at some point, we're going to ask ourselves, like, do we need that? Can't we be happy with what we have? And if that's the case, do we stop the drive? Do we stop the motivation? Other areas of technology. My PlayStation 5 hasn't been turned on in months. And that's not a slight against the PlayStation 5. I love it. I think it's a great console. But I just have so many other games that I'm playing right now, buried with Triangle Strategy and loving my time with it on the Nintendo Switch. So I'm not really playing PlayStation 5. The console is still near impossible to get at retail. What are we, like 3 years later from release, or 2 years from release, thanks to the pandemic? It's been out for a while now, and you still can't get it at retail. But having it's, to me personally, a negligible upgrade from the PlayStation 4 Pro. Negligible. Like, it is like, you'd be hard pressed to tell the difference. And I'm just being real, especially if you have a high quality TV with the output and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to go off track here. My point being is, the technology upgrades are not vastly superior to previous generations now, like it used to be with the Atari, to the NES, to the Super NES, to the N64, to the GameCube, etc., etc., etc. Now it's just like, oh, there's ray tracing. Cool. But is the game fun? You know, sometimes the older games are better. So I guess it gets you wondering, like, what's next? We have reached a point in society where everything is really good. Like, you look back in the 60s watching, I don't know, sports like baseball or basketball games, like way before my time, when they first had video feeds, and it was like grainy black and white footage. And then you get up to color, and then you get up to HD, then you get up to 4K, and it's like, okay, whoa, how much better can it really get? I almost wonder if the consumer has become just caught in the web of keeping up with what's next. And we've been trained to keep buying newer stuff. And I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I've been doing that. I've been buying, you know, VHS tapes to DVDs to Blu-rays to now streaming. What's next? Like, I just feel like we've peaked on so many levels of technology, specifically as a society, that it's almost created this level of I don't want to say depression, but just kind of like hopelessness. It's weird. Like maybe the words I'm using are not proper in the area, but I hope the point I'm trying to get across is coming across. Where we used to be able to enjoy what we had and look forward to what's next. And now, I don't want to say we're spoiled as a society, but things are great. And while there still is obviously going to be improvements over the coming years and generations with new CPUs, GPUs, graphics cards, all the chips that they're making, great stuff, fantastic. I don't know if it's actually necessary. And I wonder if that's going to become a problem for society and the economy, where people are just going to keep buying what's existing right now, unless there's some gigantic leap in technology that is like the have to have it, like in the 90s to the 2000s, HDMI introduction, that kind of stuff. Again, yes, I'm sure that people are like, oh, you don't know about the XYZ that's coming out, that's going to be amazing. I'm sure. But if you're arguing that something coming out in the future is going to be better than now, I'd argue the leap is not going to be nearly as great as what's already transpired. Whether it's video games, whether it's just the live sports transmissions, like the technology that the physical technology we have in our lives, it just seems like we've peaked. And I think it's okay to acknowledge that, because I think the first step is acknowledging the issue. Is like, that's a problem. We've peaked. Now what? This is, again, my feelings on this. The optimistic angle you can take is, now that you feel that way, if you're with me, it can motivate you to now go back in time. Enjoy the things that you skipped past to get to where we are now, that you might have missed because you were in such a rush to keep up with everyone. Retro gaming, old sports, older movies. Like, it's maybe it's me just getting old. I don't know. It's just, this is like more of a self-reflection video of just acknowledging that, I can only speak for myself, and I don't have it that bad. And I'm good. I think it's just, it's funny how life works, where my whole life I was trying so hard to just always push more and more and more and get more and more and more. And now I have everything I need. Like, when my friends or my family ask me what I want for like a birthday gift or Christmas gift, I'm just, I don't care. I don't need anything. I literally, I'm an adult. If I needed it or wanted something, I'd buy it. And I haven't really done that for a while, because I'm like, I'm good. Maybe it has something to do with the pandemic too. I wonder if the pandemic slowed down production, creativity, output, if that set us back years and decades and centuries even. Because as a global economy, we were moving pretty good for a while there. And now it's just kind of like, nope, stand still. But I wonder if no pandemic happened, what was even next anyways? I don't know. I guess I wanted to just get that out there, get my thoughts on this, and see, first off, use my platform to bounce this off you guys and see how you're feeling when it comes to technology, optimism, depression, where you are at life, if you need more, and if so, what? Like, where is the line that you draw for motivation to keep up with stuff? Why do you play what you play? Is it because someone you like as a streamer is playing it and you're motivated to play it too? Like an advertisement? There's just so many things to tackle with this topic that I was just like, I gotta at least start the conversation and wonder. First off, I haven't heard anyone say anything like this. I feel like it's pretty obvious when you take a step back. But no one's talking about it. It's like the elephant in the room with technology. Like, have we peaked? Is this it? Or is there more? I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, you stay smashing.
Smash J.